Hello everyone, welcome back to Spirit Island. It's been a little while, I had a week. Anyway, I'm going to attempt to get revenge on Maximum Prussia. Prussia 6. This time I'm going to play with Ocean and Thunderspeaker, primarily because we had a chat about it in the comments of the last video and it seemed interesting. I managed to win on this setup before in a test game that sadly I couldn't film with commentary because I was at work and I didn't feel like trying to go back and edit commentary and in post. Even if I could do it, I don't think it would be as interesting because I probably wouldn't remember everything I was thinking or things like that. Anyway, so I'm going to go have a go at it with this. I definitely don't want to take too long on any given adversary, so if I can't get Prussia 6 right now, I'll probably end up trying another adversary for the next video. But I did beat this one in testing, so let's see how it goes. I always put the free ocean stuff there so that I know I have something I can eat on turn one with Ocean Breaks the Shore. Okay, so we got a pretty reasonable explore here. Explore into wetlands. That means we can eat this explorer and prevent a build with Call of the Deeps. We even get another explorer so that we get a full energy out of it, which is nice. The downside is that we're not going to be able to totally clear this, but we can then defend it with Grasping Tide if we feel like it, or we could try to defend over here, although this looks like where we're going to blow up with Thunderspeaker. Yeah, we're definitely just going to blow this up with Thunderspeaker. So we get to do the double presence gain, which is great. I think it's really important that you get to do this on turn one. The plan is we're going to Grasping Tide because Thunderspeaker badly needs the energy. We're going to do this because it's going to prevent a build and get us an energy. For Thunderspeaker, we're going to do the gain and the gain. Let's see. So, So we need to get. We'd like to blow everything up here, but it's going to be hard because we need to get 3 Dahan and 2 presence, which we can't really do. Well, we can do it if we don't play Sudden Ambush. No, we can't really do it because if we play... This doesn't have a red, so if we play this, we just lose out on this, which is not helpful. Well, I guess we could do it by... Sudden Ambushing into here, and then... Voice of Thundering into here. No, because then we don't play Manifest. Yeah. So we want to play Sudden Ambush Manifest. I think that means we have to put this here because we're only going to be able to get 2 Dahan into there, which means what we have to do is gather this Dahan and this Dahan to get up to 3 presence here and then blow up. And so what we'll do is we'll Sudden Ambush into here to stop a build, and then we will use the Tidal Boon ability to push the build. Oh, right. I always forget this. Tidal Boon also lets us push Dahan. So in fact, what we'll do is we'll put this one here. We'll use Tidal Boon to push everything in here into here. Then we will gather these 2 in with Gather the Warriors, and it'll be great because what'll happen is we'll end up with 2 villages, 2 explorers, and a town here, which is 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We'll do 8 damage, leaving only an explorer, which will then die in the Ravage to this stuff. The downside of this is we won't end up positioned to fight this guy. We won't have any Dahan here to use... to enable us to use Words of Warning next turn, which leaves us sort of without a Words of Warning target, which I don't love. Do not love it. There's no obvious way to avoid it to me. I guess we could... We could sudden ambush into here. And then we could try to Words of Warning here. The downside is it's not enough. So we'd be sacrificing the presence in a bunch of the Dahan. That seems terrible. Let's not do that. Yeah, I think we just accept that we probably get ravaged here, here, and here. Getting ravaged in... I mean, losing the Dahan here will be a blow. But there's no Thunderspeaker presence close enough to punish us. Other than with the sad loss of Dahan. Which, it sucks with Thunderspeaker to have Dahan go away. I think it's going to be hard to avoid. We could maybe evac them if we get, like, some really lucky hit with the free power for... Yeah, I'm not going to worry about it. I think this is as good as it's getting. You generally... The nature of this is that your first Ravage... If you manage to be playing against Prussia and not lose anything in the first Ravage, you're doing ungodly well for yourself. Just, like, way better than I think you have any right to expect. It's 6... You're guaranteed to get ravaged in 6 lands on turn 2, and like you're guaranteed to get explored into you're guaranteed to get explored into 8 lands, which is just like way too much. Oh geez. Double explore into wetlands. That's rough. I guess it's not so bad. So we'll add a building here. We'll definitely add a building here because we'll probably be able to eat it at some point. I guess the nice thing about this is that wetlands we clear out won't get builds in them next turn. The problem is we're not really in a position where we're setting up to totally blank very many wetlands here. We're much more aggressively going for the sands. We could manifest here. It wouldn't do very much. No, that doesn't make any sense. It sucks that we're leaving one. I guess, actually, we don't have a good target next turn. We don't have a good target next turn for Words of Warning, which means what we could do is we could actually leave one Dahan here, and then Words of Warning would be enough to defend us here. And the value of that, of course, is that we will completely clear this space in that Ravage, which means we won't get a build there. Which means we'll only have to worry about these 2 places going into the 3rd Ravage. That seems pretty good. Let's do that. So that plan... Oh, wait. No. I need to do Title Boon first. Yeah, right. Okay, so we do here, push... Oh, we don't get to push an Explorer anyway. I was forgetting how that worked. Well, that sucks, because that means that now, if we leave them there, then we need Words of Warning in 2 places. I mean, that means one way or another, it may mean that we're actually going to have to gain power cards with Thunderspeaker next turn. Yeah, we'd have 2 looks at some random defense card. That seems doable. Let's go for that. Like encompassing, or if we get encompassing ward off of the ocean, that'll be great. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Okay, so that just solves it because we need very small amounts of defense in both of these places, which means all we have to do is add a Thunderspeaker presence here, which we can easily do, and then we will get enough defense from Words of Warning to be able to hold it off. Actually, that's absurd, because if we double grow now with Thunderspeaker, we can use Words of Warning plus Encompassing Ward here, which will win us this fight, and we can win both of these fights with just Encompassing Ward. Okay, well, I am clearly a professional. Had it all along. That means we're just going to lose 2 Ravages on this turn. I could of course, get greedy and try to lose even fewer by wait, hold on. I think what I want to do is add this one here, because I'm going to play Swallow Land Dwellers this turn, and they're not really going to build anywhere on the coasts. I guess they're going to build. We're not actually going to kill them here, so I'll like swallow here and eat this, so it doesn't really matter. So I guess I might as well establish a place of power. Setting up to have places of power makes a lot of sense, and this one, I can establish one here that's central. That sounds like a good idea. Okay. Yeah, so now we get to grow with Thunderspeaker, which is awesome. We're going to reclaim next turn and gain 2 powers, which means we have the ability to play a lot of miners. Oh, we need to do the double grow anyway, because we need to get presence into here and presence into here. But having done that, we now just get to have it all. I mean, with the asterisk of not these 2 places, but there was so little chance we ever got these 2 places anyway. This is pretty great. This is a good start. So we Encompassing Ward Thunderspeaker, and we Words of Warning here, and then we Grasping Tide here. Oh, sure. So we can deal 1 damage to lands in it with invaders and Dahan. It's really not useful because everywhere... This is not a very useful card if Thunderspeaker's on the board because, of course, all the Dahan are already where it's going to be useful. It would have saved us here if we'd somehow known about it and not gotten... What's it called? But, like, fine. I guess if we do it here, it'll let us take out both buildings, which is useful. That was quite good for a first Ravage. We still have the downside of not having cleared 2 of the 4 wetlands, which is too bad. But we're going to mostly clear this with Swallow the Land Dwellers and can just bail it out with Grasping Tide again if all else fails. And we can get a bunch of Dahan into here, which will let Thunderspeaker probably do some stuff with it. The downside being that... Words of Warning plus Encompassing Ward is not quite enough here. Is that right? Yeah, it's 1 short, but we'll probably get something that'll bail us out. We certainly have to count on getting something that'll bail us out, I think. Where do we want to build here? We're exploring into mountains. We could explore here. Why could we build here? How does the... I thought this had to be... Oh, it's a place without villages specifically, so I can build here because it has a city. Yeah, sure, whatever. We'll put it there. And then over here... I mean, if we're going to Encompassing Ward again, then it's free to put it here. But that sort of commits us to Encompassing Warding Thunderspeaker again. But it seems really likely we're going to Encompassing Ward Thunderspeaker again regardless. Could really bite me if it doesn't. Although... we're definitely going to play Encompassing Ward or Words of Warning next turn, I think. So I'm going to put it there and get a little bit greedy. Generally on the higher levels, I think you have to get a little bit greedy. Speaking of which, I'm going to gather the warriors. So if I'm going to fight here, I might as well really commit to it, which means I might as well gather. The question is whether I want to push anyone. Like, do I want to be set up here? I don't... Wait. Ooh. I guess there's a chance that I'm going to want to ambush into here. So how many Dahan do I really need here in order to so 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so pull them into here and we'll push one into here. And send our presence with it, and then we'll voice these 2 into here. Oh, although 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That would leave 1 explorer there. I think that's probably okay. Like, I think I'm just sort of generally okay with having 1 explorer there. At the expense, at the benefit of being able to do this if I end up sudden ambushing. I guess it's going to be hard to afford to sudden ambush next turn. We're only going to have 3 energy, and we're, well, no, we're probably not going to want to play words and some 1-cost power. Probably not going to want to play manifestation. I think it's fine. I think we're going to do that. I think there's a pretty good chance we'll be able to sudden ambush into there, and it'll be good. Though, hold up. Let's reconsider again. I actually think we're just as happy sudden ambushing into here. Though there's already a Dahan there, so we can do the defense. No, I'm gonna stick with my plan. Actually, you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna pull both of these into here because I have a double push. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do that, because then what happens is we don't have to worry about defending this, and we can still sudden ambush into here if we want to. And otherwise, we're set up to defend this with words of warning if that comes up. This seems like the way we want to do this. Okay. So then we're definitely going to swallow the land dwellers here because it's full value. In terms of ocean breaks the shore, we could make this a little bit easier, or we could empty this. I'm happier emptying lands because it means maybe we can eat some explorers later to prevent nonsense. So let's see. We want to encompassing ward Thunderspeaker for various reasons. We're going to reclaim and gain with both. Yeah. Unlocking a reclaim. Thunderspeaker can't get away with just playing 1 card this turn. Well, Thunderspeaker almost never wants to play just 1 card because you lose out on, like, Gather the Warriors and maybe lead the Furious Assault. And we're going to have to reclaim this turn or next turn. I don't see any particular reason to prefer to do it next turn to this turn. So let's do that. We're definitely going to start with a minor. Sap the Strength of Multitudes. That's a nice one. So if we sap here, that'll be 5, plus Encompassing Ward will do it. So that's fine. Can't imagine we're taking anything other than sap here. It doesn't have an air element, which sucks, but the cards with air elements themselves suck. I guess, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Actually, Steam Vents here would also allow us to win with Encompassing Ward, and it has both a fire and an air, which is better, but defend 5. And it costs an energy. This is actually close. Let's see what we get. Let's see what we get here. So we're also getting a minor here, probably. We want to play Encompassing Ward. We want to play Grasping Tide. That leaves us with only 1 energy. Doesn't feel like that's very good. I mean, I guess we don't have to play Encompassing Ward. Thunderspeaker could just play Words of Warning plus Sap if we end up taking Sap. And Words plus Sap would be enough here. If we're going to take Sap, we want to play it this turn because we're not going to get 4 air this turn anyway because we don't have enough card plays and we don't have air unlocked off the track. So one option is to take Sap this turn and then plan to just replace it with a major the next time we reclaim. Because my experience is that once you can unlock these things, you just always want to... You get so much benefit from making these powers fast that you almost never get to weave in something that doesn't have an air like this. Steam Vents... My concern with Steam Vents is that if it costs 0, I would be much more interested in it. Unfortunately, the one that costs 0 is Land of Haunts and Embers, which is one of the worst powers in the game in my mind. So anyway, no reason not to gather into here. We have to gather into here. This leaves us... We've got something to eat here, so that's fine. I wish we were here, but this is the peril of oceans. So... Oh, we get to gain a power for ocean too, right? Yeah, and so we're deciding between a minor and a major. Let's see. We'd only be able to play something that costs 3 or less as a major this turn. The ones that you really want are things like Indomitable Claim, Winds of Rust and Atrophy would be pretty good. I think we'll skip the major now. You get you get powers pretty quickly with Ocean's Hungry Grasp, so with no particular agenda, I'm not interested. Ooh, Lore of the Unknown is very nice on the ocean. It doesn't have a water symbol, which sucks, but, like, when you unlock a bunch of card plays, which is what I'm doing here, it matters less. It's really hard to get up to this regardless, because, like, 4 water, 3 earth is an awkward combination, unless you're going down this track, and even then, you only get 1 earth off of it. But this is just obviously so good, because it targets at range 2. You can always pull something into the ocean, because invaders aren't allowed to exist in the ocean, and it can get a house. So this feels like an easy Lore of the Unknown to me. It's also reasonable in unlocking this. Enticing Splendor is pretty good too. It's got worse. Yeah, I mean it's got worse elements and worse targeting. In exchange, it can target anywhere without Blight rather than anywhere without invaders. That's generally a better deal, but unfortunately, you can't really use it to get inland because its range sucks so much. So, yeah. So, in terms of Thunderspeaker, Steam Vents is the obviously better power long term, other than the energy cost. What we'd be talking about doing this turn would be Steam Vents, and then we'd be able to do, like, Steam Vents plus Sudden Ambush plus Voice of Thunder. That does clear everything out here, whereas otherwise we end up leaving an awkward Explorer, but it completely clears us out on energy. Though we're probably going to do... I'd sort of like to double grow next turn, but, well, we might get Tidal Booned. Jeez, this is complicated. Okay, so what is Ocean going to be doing? I wish it... Oh, it will. Okay, so Ocean is going to be Encompassing Warding. We have 3 card plays, and we could use 6. We're going to be Encompassing Warding because we need to. We're going to be Grasping Tiding to prevent a Ravage here, although we don't have to. And it's preventing a Blight, but it's not actually, like, substantively accomplishing anything. Like, what it's doing is mostly, it's preventing 1 Blight, but there's no ongoing problem here. There's no Dahan there to save or to prevent a thing later. So we could think about not Grasping Tiding there. We're definitely Encompassing Warding. If we Tidal Booned Thunderspeaker, Thunderspeaker doesn't get to place any influence this turn. So the push part of Tidal Boon, it's likely to be good. We can still use our passives before we use that. They'll build here. We could push some stuff into the ocean. We could set up for next turn. Tidal Boon seems like it's going to be actually quite good. Because we're gonna be fine on these 2 Ravages this turn. So then, I guess we could still do Grasping Tide, and the downside of that is we don't get to Lore of the Unknown this house, which is a real downside. The upside is if we do Grasping Tide here, we actually trigger this, which lets us eat the city here, which is pretty good. We don't end up generating any fear because we have no air tokens. This would give us a fear, but leave us only eating the village here and taking damage. I don't think there's any particular reason to take damage. I think we're going to be in fine shape here. We can always pull this village out. This is fast, so we can always pull this village out next turn if it's causing problems, and it's not going to completely clear the space not to. All it would really do to pull it out now is we'd end up with 3 power here next turn rather than 4 if we pull out the village next turn, and that doesn't seem like a meaningful distinction to me. So we'll do that. That leaves us with, really, we can do whatever we want with Thunderspeaker still, because well, see, the big deal is if we play Steam Vents here, then we're also committing to playing Words of Warning, and then we can't afford to play Sudden Ambush, and that matters a lot. Let's take Sap. And then I'm going to get some minor I want to play instead anyway. No, not really, but Elemental Boon's great. Call to Bloodshed is also quite good. We wouldn't play Call to Bloodshed this turn, and it doesn't have air, which is the big problem with it for Thunderspeaker. It's got the other elements you want, but air is just far and away the most important. Let's get Elemental Boon. We can use it to set up, like, this is really hard to get, but great if you can, and Elemental Boon is one of our few outs to do it. Okay, so we're not going to play that this turn. So there, we're going to play this here. That'll be fine. We get 3 card plays. Yep. I guess we want a Sudden Ambush because that'll cost them a build like here or here. It doesn't... I guess I can't target here. Huh. Yeah, okay. So, but it's fine. We'll cost them a build here. And then the question is, what's our third play? It's probably just Voice of Thunder. It gets us more push and more pull. I guess the other option is, instead of Sudden Ambush, we could play Elemental Boon here. That would unlock... We could get Air, which would give us another... We could get Air, Sun, Fire, and that would unlock Lead the Furious Assault. Lead the Furious Assault. We'd have 2 Air, 2 Sun, so what we'd do is we wouldn't Sudden Ambush. Huh. Not Sudden Ambushing. Gather the... Yeah, no. We just want a Sudden Ambush, I'm pretty sure. And then we have a pretty mediocre Lead the Furious Assault, but it's... we have a pretty mediocre Gather the Warriors, but it's good enough to get one thing into here where we can use Words of Warning to defend it. Seems fine. We could even... Yeah. Okay. And then we can Voice of Sun Thunder into here to get ready to fight and, like, use Tidal Boon. I guess if we give up on this, it would make a big difference if we Lure of the Unknown this out, because then Tidal Boon would get the other one out. But yeah, maybe that's the right way to do it. And then we actually would have Grasping Tide available next turn too. But this would be the only targetable location for it next turn. I don't love it. I do not love it. Do not love it. I guess... Yeah, don't love it. Yeah, I think this is fine. I think this is going to be pretty good. So, Sudden Ambush into here, gather this, kill that, do this. This Encompassing Ward is great. It usually is when Thunderspeaker's around, but still. Do this. Get a Fear card, I guess. Each player may push one Dahan from a land with invaders, or gather one Dahan to a land with invaders. Feels like that has to do something good for us. I'm inclined to gather one into here, because that'll let us get more into here next turn, which would let us clear everything. Maybe that's not the best as it gets. Be kind of nice to get an extra one into here to clear everything, but I don't think we necessarily care about clearing everything. We could get some movement on our... I think I'm definitely going to want to move at least one of these this way, and I think I'm actually happier with this here in terms of targeting. So, we'll do that. And then... I don't know that we have another thing that we would love to do. We could pull another Dahan into here. We'll want it. We'll want it. Because someday we'll have to fight there, presumably. So we got 3 builds. Not great. Coastal Lands. Coastal Lands is interesting. It means we get to prevent... Yeah, that's generally good for us. Call the Deeps is going to be good. It means we get to prevent a build here by winning a fight there, which is good. So I guess the other interesting question is we could use Tidal Boon to get some Thunderspeaker influence into this area, which could be good. Oh, that was the nice thing about the Dahan ability. Now I can target here with Words of Warning without having to use Gather the Warriors there. That's pretty nice. So that means I could use Gather the Warriors to get more Dahan into here. And if I did that, we could actually send some of them on a canoe adventure using Tidal Boon to go fight, like, I guess they're not ravaging here next turn. But I mean, it'd be nice to get some Thunderspeaker influence over into this area, and they will be fighting here next turn. So like, and we're only going to need 2 here. I think I want to do that. I think that's, I'm going to waste some gathering ability, but I think that's okay. Am I going to do anything about this? If I am, I want to get some Thunderspeaker influence into it. Well, no, because we're not going to play this next turn anyway. I think we have a Blight to give, and this feels like the natural place to give it, so I think I'm just going to be okay with that. I have Gather 2, Push 1. I think I'm going to do it this way, and then do this, and then Tidal Boon Thunderspeaker, push this into here, push to, oh right, I forget I have to push them into the ocean first, and then do it that way. This will once again leave 1 explorer living here, but I think that's okay. Oh no, we can't target there. That's too bad. But still, this is pretty good. That was pretty good. This is looking pretty good. We're gonna eat it here, but this is the only place we're gonna eat it. I guess technically we need help not to eat it here, right? Well, yeah, no, we do. Huh. Well, it's not. Words of Warning would be okay there if we ate an Explorer, which we certainly can. So we could eat an Explorer here, Words of Warning here, and then Thunderspeaker actually can fast gather into here and burn the village with Lead the Furious Assault. So, you know. Also we've got Reclaim 1 up, so we'll just reclaim Sap the Strength of Multitudes. Yeah, okay. I mean, we don't have it up, but we're going to grow into it. Okay, that's fine. I'm going to increase my coverage by spreading here because we're going to defend here this turn anyway. I think I'm just going to get back Sap. It prevents me from... Oh, I didn't unlock the air this turn. I unlocked the reclaim, so I can't get fast this turn anyway. So I'll just do Sap words. That'll cover those 2. And then... So I could weave in Lead the Furious Assault here, which would also get us... Manifest, which would also get us Lead the Furious Assault. Let's think. Where are we going to do that stuff? Here's tempting, or we could like gather into here and blow it all up. These 2 are both going to be pretty built up. Yeah, we're going to have good stuff to do. The range 0 on this is going to be a little bit awkward because we're going to like... Yeah, it's fine. It's fine. This is going to be good. I think there's no particular reason to use Elemental Boon here. So then we're going to gather, we're going to gain and push. We're going to unlock the 4th card play and just get another minor. Call to Isolation. Push an explorer or village per Dahan. We could definitely not really do anything very much with that. Drift down into Slumber. Drift down into Slumber is pretty nice. Call of the Dahan Ways. Maybe this is just a sweet turn to weave in Call of the Dahan Ways. Get some more Dahans going. Like, let them build here and just turn the... Oh no, because there already have to be Dahan there, which is part of the problem. But Thunderspeaker can move them all around. I think we want to do this. We're going to have another moon anyway, because we're going to play a bunch of moon stuff. This is just really powerful. Yeah, we're going to do this. Okay. So we're going to unlock the 4th card play. We want to put it on this side because we've only got 2 presents on this side and we've got 3 on this side. think we probably just want to set up another place of power over here. We'll push this in here. Maybe we'll eat a building. We probably will, actually. Ooh, or we'll swallow the land dwellers there. Nice, nice. Okay, this is gonna be good. I think we're doing pretty well here. Now, it's easy to feel like you're doing pretty well right before they hit level 3 explorers, but well, I said what I said. Okay, call the deeps into here. Prevent 2 builds. Sap here. No, really. Sap here. Words of warning here. Leaving our tradition of leaving random explorers lying around, but what can you do? Definitely want to eat this village out of here, I think, just because that's good value, and I'm playing the card anyway. Make some fear. There we go. Each player removes an explorer or village from land where it's the only invader. Well, that's nice. That'll clean up some of this stuff. It's not clear to me. We could prevent a build here, but we're just going to eat them both with Swallow the Land Dwellers, which will otherwise lack targets. Yeah, because this is they're going to build a village here, and we'll eat it with Ocean Breaks the Shore so that we don't kill our Dahan. Then they will, or we'll turn it into a Dahan with Call of the Dahan Ways or whatever. Yeah, we're already short on stuff to eat, and we want to eat because that gets us energy, and we might actually get a major next time. So, like, we'll clear this out because it's a surplus. We'll clear this out because it's a surplus. That's fine. I guess they're going to build here, too, because we couldn't get that last explorer, which sort of sucks, but eh. Oh, that was bad. I actually should have sucked the explorer out of here and let them build here. Yeah, I think I even mentioned that when I was going in and just lost the thread. That's too bad. That could actually end up mattering. Though I guess the coastal mountains are in pretty good shape. We could blow up. We could lead the furious assault here. That would burn the village, and then we could also just turn the village into a Dahan. Ooh, we could turn the village into a Dahan. Either way, then if we get encompassing warded next turn, we just free win here, which is pretty good. We're going to have to deal with this at some point, but we're in pretty good shape for it. Annoyingly, they added an explorer here, which means Swallow Land Dwellers doesn't quite clear it. Let's call here. Well, we don't need call here. We're going to Ocean Breaks the Shore here. And that will leave us winning that next turn. And then if let's think. We could lead the Furious Assault here. We could also lead the Furious Assault here, which would burn 1 village, and then we could pull more people in and manifest and basically clear it. Clearing the I mean, it comes to about the same either way. I guess we're gonna have, yeah, no, we'll call here. That's the stuff, and then we'll actually, hold on, maybe we won't call there. Maybe we'll call. Actually, I like calling here because we're about to do damage multiplied by the number of Dahan there, and I'd like to leave 1 here to kill this when it ravages. So, or even better, kill this when it ravages, because this is not going to build. So, yeah, we're going to gather targeting here. I guess we'll... Ooh, this is actually... We can get it all. We can get it all. So push there, push there. You know, I should have thought more about whether I actually wanted to push that presence. I don't think I do. I don't need the extra damage. So let's actually do this. And then let's probably just not push it. Yeah, we've already got coverage on this from this, so yeah, I think we're on the not push it plan. And then we manifest here, we'll deal 4 damage, which will get rid of this stuff. and lead the Furious Assault here will get us to the level where we will be fine just with what's it called? Okay. So we have two options for Thunderspeaker. We can grow here, potentially even double grow, reclaim one card, and save up for a really legendary turn next turn. But I guess, do we need the fast movement this turn? Like, what would we want to do with the fast movement this turn? Probably nothing. Whereas if I reclaim this turn, I mean, like, we just don't have any ravages we care about. We're automatically winning all three of these and killing everyone involved. There's nothing happening here. We have this, which is solved by literal any card. Let's see what happens first with this. Because we know we're doing that, because we had nothing. So we're definitely reclaiming there, and we're definitely getting a major power because we have infinite energy. Rapid Wings of Sunlight and Vigor of the Breaking Dawn. Damn. Vigor is easier to target for Ocean. I mean, we're probably not playing either one this turn just because they feel complete overkill. But, like, next turn we could Vigor into here off of here because it's not range 1 of a Place of Power and we'll have the Place of Power back anyway. So, like, we can just shove some Dahan into here this turn and then maybe we manifest or something, but one way or another, almost all of them will die next turn due to Vigor. That just seems like what we want. Lets us get some inland reach. Now, we do have to pick which of our otherwise pretty good powers we want to get rid of, which is too bad. It may be that Encompassing Ward's time is done. Doesn't look like it, though. I mean, here and here will all be vulnerable to getting Encompassing Warded next turn. So that doesn't seem likely. It could be that Tidal Boon's time is done. Thunderspeaker mostly over their energy woes at this point. Is that true? It's mostly true. It's that or like Swallow the Land Dwellers. Swallow the Land Dwellers actually probably is what we want to go because we've pretty well cleared the coast at this point. Every time I get rid of it, I regret it, but maybe this time will be different. I don't know. So we got to pull one back into here. We got to pull one back into here. Do we care about having one here? No. Okay. We'll probably Tidal Boon this turn. There's probably not a lot of reason not to. I don't think we want to Encompassing Ward this turn because it seems like it's going to be really good next turn, and we're unlikely need coastal defense next turn, so we're Grasping Tide there, and then that means Thunderspeaker can basically dedicate all of their efforts to just, like, shuffling Dahan around and stuff. That might mean that we actually do want to do the growth this turn with Thunderspeaker. We could grow into Air and 2 energy, and that would get us more energy going forward. It would probably get us more energy over the long term than a single grow with 4, and it would get 2 presents onto the board, which is nice. That would prevent us from manifesting this turn. Well, we could get back Manifest. But we're not going to manifest well this turn unless we play like both Manifest and Voice of Thunder, I don't think. So maybe I think we'll just reclaim this turn. We can grow next turn into the air. We also don't care about doing things fast this turn. So we'll do the reclaim gain. The question is whether we want to get a major. I don't think we want to... Well, we could replace Sap. We don't need to play it this turn and may never need to play it again. It's kind of awkward that I think the majors we most want just got taken by... just got hit by the Ocean. Power Storm would be great. Power Storm would be legit great. It has pretty much all the elements we want. We have lots of things worth repeating. Vengeance of the Dead, weirdly enough, would be sort of in the okay range. We're making a fair bit of fear that it would contribute to, and if you play it somewhere where you're going to win a Dahan fight anyway, you get extra value. It's pretty sus. Indomitable Claim is just always good. Anyone is happy with Indomitable Claim, but like, it's pretty strong drop-off after Power Storm, given that we can probably never afford to cast Talons of Lightning, which would otherwise be very good. we're going to start with a minor. These are not great. I would characterize these as not great. Purifying Flame has the best elements for us, but sort of sucks. I mean, it lets us get a Blight up. Yeah, okay. Now I'm going to go for a major. Trees and Stones, Speak of War is the best one here, probably, or Terrifying Nightmares. Terrifying Nightmares obviously gets a lot better if the ocean is on the board, and it has the advantage that it's at least got an air symbol on it. None of these are really impressing me. It could be that the right thing to do is just... And our current hand actually is pretty good. It could be that this is enough of a whiff that we just want to remove whatever we get. Trees and Stones feels like an awesome Thunderspeaker card until you realize that the only element that we care about at all on it is yellow. I guess, interestingly enough, if we play Trees and Stones and Purifying Flame, we immediately kick Trees and Stones. That's pretty valuable. I think Trees and Stones is probably better than Sap at this point. They do pretty similar things, but being able to kick this is important. So let's ditch Sap. Okay. We don't want Trees and Stones this turn because the advantage of Trees and Stones is that we can kick it, but kicking it doesn't do any good this turn because there's only one place where we're getting ravaged. You know, it would completely clear this out, but so does anything. So let's plan on getting Grasping Tided. Let's just play this because it has good elements for us. This, we would like to get a red from somewhere, although we could just get it off of this. So basically we're talking about getting it off of... Maybe we actually want to play Manifest. We want to Manifest. Manifest into here, followed up with some help from Vigor, will be really good. We may not need to both Manifest and Vigor there. So we could pretty easily get 4 Dahan there. That would do 8 damage. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, that would just leave an Explorer. So we don't actually need to Manifest. So let's just do these two. We'll probably just use this to pick up a Blight. Like clear this Blight to give us more. It's one from a Place of Power. Wait a minute. It's going to be hard to target it. Oh, we can set up a Place of Power here and then just pick up the Blight here. And so then that means we need to get we want to get an orange, a fire, because if we don't get a fire, we don't get to turn on Gather the Warriors, and that's just a waste. So that means we either play Sudden Ambush, which would be good. I mean, we cut off this guy and prevent a build, or we'll play Elemental Boon if it looks like it's going to be better, but it doesn't look to me like it's going to be better. I think we just probably want a Sudden Ambush, but let's figure out what we're doing over here first. So in terms of places that are going to be problematic next turn, it's this if we don't Sudden Ambush, this. Well, and in fact, it's almost nowhere, assuming we can move enough Dahan, because this is the only place where just casting the ward on Thunderspeaker, maybe we don't want a Purifying Flame on the grounds that, like, we don't actually want to we don't want to create a Place of Power because we want to get presence everywhere, though we're going to double Presence grow next turn anyway, so, like, that'll get our presence most places. We don't want to move a ton of Dahan, though, because we'd like all these things to die when we auto-defend them. 2 auto-defense wouldn't be enough here, but we'll have Words of Warning or whatever. Huh. I guess what we're really going to want to do is what we're really going to want to try to do this turn is move as many of these Dahan as possible. Which means what we'd really like is to get both yellow and... What we'd really like to do is get both yellow and purple, both air and sun, because that lets us get the most movement. Like, we're not really going to be able to... Like, Gather the Warriors won't really get them any further than this. And I guess we don't need to get 3 into there. Sudden Ambush would get... Yeah. It's interesting. This is sort of an interesting spot, because the problem is I just don't... Well, I can Voice of Thunder will get a fair number of things into here. It won't get 4 into here maybe we do. So like, what if we do this? The joy of this is but hold on, we don't need to manifest anyway because we're gonna get. So we'll burn one village there. Yeah, it'll be, and we'll get the defense. So yeah, so what we'll do is we'll Voice of Thunder. Gather the Warriors is kind of better there. We'll also get another Gather next turn. We're just gonna play this. We're gonna cut this guy out with Sudden Ambush. Okay, let's step back just a bit and think about. I think we're gonna be so trivially able to just stop everything next turn, but I don't want to commit to a plan this turn that doesn't work right and end up with it biting me. But I guess the way it would mostly bite me is if I overspend this turn and just don't end up with enough energy to double grow, or if I take Dahan out of places where I need them. The problem is there's no Dahan. I think we want Sudden Ambush. We can reconsider after we see what's up with the ocean. So we're going to defend there. Do we have good targeting on Call of the Dahan Ways? We could pretty easily set up to get at least one Dahan in here. And then we could target here, which would be pretty good. We could also pretty trivially set up to get a Dahan in here. Yeah, what I really want is just ways to move Dahan. Tidal Boon won't really help with that because it only puts them in coastal places. Does this move Dahan? Nope. Well, we'll definitely do that. Lore of the Unknown. We could pull. Lore of the Unknown has range 2. So we could just use Lore of the Unknown to pull. I mean, we're going to play Lore of the Unknown. It's going to do something useful. And then we'll play Tidal Boon on the grounds that I think Thunderspeaker's just going to need energy next turn. And, Tidal Boon doesn't require me to push them into the ocean either, actually. It just lets me push 2 Dahan out of one of my lands if I feel like it, which might be the mode we end up doing it with, and then that's actually pretty good. Yeah, okay, we're going to go with this, and we're basically just going to see what we can do. So we're definitely doing that. We're definitely getting our free fear. We're also going to have at least one fear card here. I guess just one? Yeah. Well, we could get another one if we could arrange to drown a village or kill a village in the Ravage, but it looks like that's just not going to happen. I mean, yeah, because, no, that's... we can't get a village. Yeah, no, that's not going to work. So what we'll do with this is prevent a build. We can prevent a build, or we could just... I think maybe what we want to do is just... Can we kill both of these with Sudden Ambush anyway? No. So maybe what we want to do, maybe what we actually want to do is lure out one of these, because then this will be, then just the 2 defense will be enough there, and then we'll Sudden Ambush into here. Not with this one because it's going to kill something in the Ravage, so we'll do this. Yeah. That doesn't. Ooh, we maybe gained some energy. I didn't notice whether anyone actually got any energy. Each spirit gains 1 energy per place of power they have with lands with invaders. I believe that gave 1 energy to Ocean and nothing else. Jungle Sands, that's moderately unfortunate because it has no overlap with our current one. Obviously, when you're winning a bunch of Ravages, what you'd really like is if the Ravages overlapped somewhat so that you cleared out Explorers for free. I'm not particularly sad about it, though, because this feels like we're doing very well regardless. Okay, so we could Voice of Thunder 3. The problem is we just don't physically have enough Dahan in some ways to do what we would most like to do. Which is a bummer. Call of the Deeps is going to be great next turn. It's just going to eat both of these guys. I guess maybe I guess we probably want to get a bunch of people into here. I mean, we're going to get a fast... Next turn, we're going to get a fast gather the warriors and lead anyway. So maybe what we want to do is... So if we're going to use this to do anything, we need to get 2 presence into here, which is gather the warriors. And that would be doing this. The downside of that is that all it does is turn on pick up a blight, and I'm not sure we care, because I'm not sure we're ever going to get blighted ever again. And I'm also not really sure we care whether we go into Blighted Island at this point, except on principle. The downside is that pulling this presence out of here makes it harder to set up Encompassing Ward, although I guess we really don't have a lot of places that we need Encompassing Ward next turn. We need it here, we need it here. Yeah, we only have the 2 places we need it next turn, and we're going to place 2 presence next turn. What really matters is getting Dahan there, but if we just Voice of Thunder these guys into here, then we can fast gather them into their next turn and we're fine. So in that case, we might as well get the free blight removal. Call of the Dahan Ways. We could get an Explorer with this. That would probably be pretty reasonable. That's actually all we can do. Well, it's a little more complicated than that, because we could move some Dahan first with Thunderspeaker. But... I think we actually actively want to get these people out of here. Oh, wait, hold on. We didn't get Title Booned yet either, right? Okay, so that gets complicated. We could... So, if we Voice of Thunder this one into here, then we would be able to Call of the Dahan Ways this village, and Call of Dahan Waysing this village is very valuable. The downside is that, like, I'm not actually sure that's any better than just preventing a build. It's not. Yeah, it's not. It's cleverer, which is fine, but... Oh, well, that's Lead the Furious Assault, which isn't going to do anything anyway, right? Oh, actually, oh my, oh, that's so cool. That actually gets us a second Dahan, which means if we push like that instead, then we can just eat the house with Lead the Furious Assault. I guess that was a house we were going to kill for free anyway, so, like, you know, that's pointless. That's pointless. That's not any better than just, like, eating a house here, I don't think. So, let's think about that, actually. If we eat the house here, and then we do 6, so then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, eating the house here actually matters a lot, because it means that Vigor is enough here next turn on its own. So... In that case, we could, I mean, we could still, though, if we, okay, this is actually cute anyway. So we do this, we Title Boon Thunderspeaker, we click here, we push this into here, and then that gets it where we get to break the shore it. Nice. It's still getting rid of one that we were going to kill anyway, but it got us an energy here, which is pretty good, because I think we can actually get a second major power now. We're still sort of left with not a lot of things we're happy to get rid of, but, I mean, I guess, well, and all the cards we're going to play this turn are going to be good, so maybe we don't even care. Weirdly enough, we could... we have 4 card plays. Yeah, no, we're going to get a sweet major. We're going to get a sweet major, absolutely. 3, 4... Yeah, we've got 4 spare energy to spend. There are a lot of sweet majors we could hit. So let's start with that. Power Storm. Power Storm is a serious card. We'd rather have it on Thunderspeaker for energy reasons, but it's 2 sun... Well, it's 2 sun, 2 fire, 3 air, so we could actually quite reasonably kick it if Thunderspeaker boons us, which could definitely come up. We're certainly taking that. We certainly want to play all our cards this turn. It may be Call of the Dahan Ways is time to go. It's sort of a flex. I mean, it's a great card, but we're getting to the point where we probably need stuff that has more immediate effect than that. It's either that or Title Boon. Title Boon can go. Thunderspeaker is doing well on energy and is now in position to grow at least most turns, which means that because of the reclaim one, we're not going through our cards that quickly, which means we can do the double grow to get to this, and then we can do the single grow gain energy type thing if we feel like it. We're not going to get the 5th card play, so we'll set up places of power. We've got 3 on both sides, so I guess we might as well just... This is a really nice place to have a place of power. This is just like such a good... When you can only have coastal presence, having a coastal land that goes all the way up the side like this is nice. Just play all our cards. Then for Thunderspeaker, we need to grow into here. Oh, we need to grow into here. That was what I was forgetting about. I mean, we don't have to grow into it. We just have to bring people there. But that's fine. That's fine. Luckily, we bailed ourselves out here. Otherwise, I might have gotten in trouble because I was forgetting about this place. But what we'll do is we will add 1 here, and we'll add 1 here. And we will get back. Let's see. So we need to play all air cards this turn. So we're not getting back... Well, these are all air cards anyway. It's probably just Voice of Thunder for efficiency. We're probably going to play... Do we need Words of Warning anywhere? We don't need Words of Warning anywhere. So we're probably going to play Manifest 3, 4. So we're going to play Manifest... Yeah, it's probably Voice of Thunder. Voice of Thunder is really good once you already... Oh, we don't have anything with red on it. Oh, son of a... Oh, we have Elemental Boon. What are we doing with Elemental Boon? We're giving... We want to turn on Power Storm. That requires giving air and fire. But we could still add a red with it. So let's get this. And so then... Well... I guess, do we have something that... Oh, that's annoying. Yeah. Do we have something that's going to make it easier to get higher levels of... Is there any way we're going to get higher levels of this? We need 3 sun. We need 3 sun and... We need 4 sun and 3 fire. So we'd have to play... No, because we can't get 4 sun off of 3 card plays. Okay, yeah. Okay, fine. Man, getting this is so hard. Also, so unnecessary here. We don't even... We're like very close to winning. Whatever. So we're just gonna go for the like rub it in because we don't actually need. Oh, wow, that'll actually get us a kicked vigor too, which will like clear this out for free or whatever. Wow, this is gonna be a turn. Jeez. We're going to be awfully close to just winning this turn, but not quite, I think. I don't think we're going to be able to quite get all the villages here, but we should be in good shape for next turn. Okay. So we start with Elemental Boon. We need to get a red. We need one of these for both of us. And then what else do we need for Power Storm? Oh, and a fire. Okay. So, yep, that's turned on all this fast stuff, although I guess we don't need it to be fast, really, particularly, right? But it couldn't hurt. I mean, I guess we've got Lead the Furious Assault, which means we can, oh man, are we going to be 1 village short? That'd be pretty funny. No, we're not, actually. I think we're just going to win. Oh, we need the fast stuff if we want to be able to get our presence into here for Encompassing Ward. Though we don't actually care, I don't think, because we can just use Vigor. We can just use Kicked Vigor. Wait, why can't we target? Yeah, we can target there. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We aren't at terror level 3, right? No, we're at terror level 2. Okay. And so we'll move 2 into there. Yep. So there's that. Now, I think between Lead the Furious Assault and Manifestation, we can just win this turn. This doesn't let us repeat. It lets us repeat a power card, but not a ability. But I guess we could just target ourselves and repeat vigor too. I think it's really unlikely we can't win this turn. So 1, 2, 1, 2, boom, boom, 1, 2, boom, and then what? Oh, right. That's the problem, is that manifestation is slow. So what that means is we power storm ourselves, and we do this. Push, push. Sure. Do this. Oh, yeah, and then we kill this in the Ravage. Sure. Yeah, nothing matters. We win. What? Oh. We can make some fear. Oh, yeah. Yeah, sure. Sure. Yes! That was a pretty dominant performance, actually. I got lucky in a couple of places. Most notably, the egregious luck of pulling that encompassing ward as a called shot was pretty great. That was a good time. That was a good time. Look at the details for those who are interested. Maybe I will submit that suggestion. It would be nice if you could get a turn-by-turn civilization overview of what happened here. That would be really cool. Obviously, I could just go back and review the video, but, like, score, 69, nice. 10 for victory, plus 5 times difficulty. Oh, bonus for extra remaining invader cards, extras for living Dahan, and then minuses for blight. That makes sense. Yep. So there we go. Vengeance is mine. Otto von Bismarck is defeated for now. He may come back with a scenario or something. As is my way, I have not officially decided what I'll do for the next game, but I had a request to show off the Rituals of Terror scenario, which certainly has a fair number of special rules. It's supposed to be difficulty 3, so adding it to a 5 or a 6 level invader might be fun. I'd probably add it to a 4 or 5 level invader just because, like, I want to beat all the 6s on vanilla before I start adding stuff to them. But it looks interesting. I've never actually played it, I don't think, or it's been a long time if I have, so I'll probably do a game at work. It turns out local game stores are not very busy in the middle of a pandemic, so I'll probably do a test game and see how it is and then decide what difficulty to do for that. If you have strong feelings about anything else, feel free to share. But there we go. That was a cool game. We had some fun stuff happening. We have defeated Prussia and redeemed the failures of the water cycle team. Yeah, thanks for watching. I'll catch you next time.